Welcome to the Land Rover Defender EV conversion. Not even I know where I got this music from, so let's switch it up. Can't say that's much better, so you'll just need to deal with it. So today we're looking at an EV conversion on a Land Rover, which has been done before, but I wasn't involved in those builds, so they're not as cool. The man getting his hands dirty with this is Mike, and he's got his work cut out for him. While he does have a bunch of foundational knowledge, he's slightly winging it as he goes along. As this evidence shows, Exhibit A, he's already begun YouTubing for answers. Using his words, any idiot can take a Defender apart, but can this idiot convert it to an EV and put it back together? Well, if anyone can, it's this guy. Mike's a software engineer, so he has a leg up on the technical side. He received this imported beaut earlier this month, and he's already devised a strategy to get this to look and feel like a factory Defender, just with an electric power plant. In place of the old diesel motor, he'll be using a brushless Hyper 9 electric motor that can produce up to 120 horsepower and 173 pound-feet of torque, which is a good increase from the 85 horsepower and 150 pound-feet of torque the diesel motor was pushing. The power source for this will be none other than Tesla battery packs. Mike will start with 5 initially for a 120-volt output. The idea is to start there and expand as needed. He's opted to go with the Orion BMS2, which is the battery management system that will monitor voltage across all cells. That supports a max of 20 battery packs, but that should be enough to hit his end goal of 200 plus miles of range. The best part of it all, he's looking to maintain the original feel and drive, and to do this, the 5-speed LT77 transmission and LT230 gearbox will still be functional using an adapter plate. Some modifications might be needed, since it's not intended for the diesel version of the car, but that's a speed bump that will be crossed when he gets there, like many others. One thing that didn't even cross my mind is how would you maintain battery temperatures, since batteries need to be warmed when it's very cold out and cooled on hot days so they don't explode. Each battery comes with a coolant loop built in, and the hopeful solution here is to use a couple of heat exchangers with a glycol mix to warm or cool the batteries based on the ambient temperature. It's a bit of a stretch goal at the moment, since he isn't sure if it'll be efficient, and even if it is, he's not sure if he'll have any heat left over for the cabin. I can't say he's even considered installing an AC at this point. After discussing it with him, the trickiest part right now is figuring out where to mount the batteries, since they aren't exactly small. He's aiming to use the floor of the cab, but he'll have to get crafty if he wants to keep the side-facing bench seats, a trademark of this car. It also kinda seemed like I had to remind him that cars have brakes during our chat, since it hadn't crossed his mind being so focused on other technical aspects. Clearly there's still much more to figure out, but Mike's a checklist kind of guy, you see, so I trust all major components will be accounted for before he rolls this project onto the street. He's anticipating being completed with this by next summer, so I'll be documenting this as he goes along. If you want to follow the progress of this build, or if you just appreciate car things, subscribe to my channel. I thank you kindly for watching.